it's just you did
Now-
it twice.
Off.
So, anyways, we've talked about opportunity costs, and we've talked about making this, thinking about all of the possibilities that are out there when you make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference between that and FOMO is when you make a decision, you stick to that decision and you stop thinking about those opportunity costs.
Yeah.
And you're just like, this is the decision. And it's not like, this is the decision this minute, but that looks good. I know I've already considered that, and I chose this way, but it's looking better and better, so I'm going to switch and lose that momentum in one direction. So that's my thought on it.
Yeah. And,
So I guess my point is stop considering opportunity costs once you've made a decision.
committed to something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because, you'll never get anywhere if you keep switching.
Yeah. It's like you'll always be you'll never be able to check out at a grocery store if you keep changing lines.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one way to put it. You could say I've been married to 10 women for 1 year, or I've been married to one woman for 10 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of the way it is.
Yeah.
Something shiny jumps up and you're like, oh man, that looks really good.
Yeah.
And I should go after that.
Yeah.
So.
And going back to social media is nobody's life is perfect. So you have to think about like, okay, everybody puts on their best on social media. So that is just a glorified version of what's really there.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just chasing something that's not real per se.
Unless they're fishing for likes by being humble. And you'll see this on Instagram is the people that do post the chicken and broccoli food. And they're like, just want to show you that not every meal is donuts and
cake
steak.
And,
this is the grind that I have to deal with.
This is the unsexy part.
Because I've made this decision. I'm sacrificing everything. And it's competition prep. I want to look good in a bikini.
Yeah.
I mean, swimsuit.
Speedo.
So, and then they're just fishing for likes by their dedication and humility. So. But I got to make sure that when I post that sweaty workout picture of myself, that the sweat is reflecting
glistening
perfectly.
Yeah, you've edited
and my
it.
hair still looks good.
Yeah.
So, in a tousled kind of just got out of the off the weight rack kind of way.
It can't be perfectly combed. It's got to be
to make it look like I'm working hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you? Well, we're going to talk about Black Mirror next week, but have you watched any of the new season of Black Mirror yet? The Netflix one yet?
I watched season 2, episode 1, but I haven't watched.
So you haven't got to the newest yet?
Is that 3?
Yeah.
Right.
Netflix did 6.
Yeah.
6 new episodes, and it's the first one deals with that perfect world kind of thing. So.
Isn't Bryce Dallas
Howard
Howard
in season 1, in episode 1, the one I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's her episode.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Hurry up, you're missing out.
I know. It takes me a while because I just get so creeped out about it, but I'll talk about it next week.
Cool. You need like a week between episodes.
Yeah. Another thing that FOMO has us kind of trapped is we don't seem to participate in groups. We're not committed to groups because you can have 10 different groups. I can have my gym, my podcast, video game, and all that, where I'm not really invested in all of them. I just kind of put tidbits out when I want.
Yeah, but you don't volunteer to lead any of them.
No.
You don't volunteer to help run or organize. You just show up when they have stuff going on.
Right.
So
I'm taking. I'm not giving.
Nice. I like it.
Uh-huh.
How anti-adult is that?
Yeah. Goodness.
That's the exact opposite. We need to have a fear of not investing enough in stuff, I think. Fear of missing out by underinvesting is where we need to be. Not fear of missing out by being shallow and touching on 100 different things at a time.
Right.
Fear of missing out. Like marriage, what if the 20th year is the best? And what if I give up now?
I know.
I never find out what a lifetime, being married to someone longer than I was single feels like.
Right.
So That's what we need to be fearing is, not what if I didn't take my kids to Disney World or, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep beating up on,
Right,
on our
yeah.
listener. But that's my example because I didn't go to Disney World when I grew up, and I feel like I'm less of a human because of it. No, actually, what happened is, and this is guilt and shame on my parents. Did I ever tell you this?
No.
We never went to Disney World. We went to Disneyland a couple times because we lived in California and it was close, and I had relatives that lived down there, so it was cheap. But we never went to Disney World. We always talked about it. We had like a coin jar that we'd like throw money into occasionally. Never went anywhere. But it wasn't until I was in boot camp that my parents and my brother went to Disney World.
they chat. You got the shaft.
Yep.
Oh man.
They went at a time when I could not join them.
Oh.
So, yeah. My fault for joining the military, but it's perfect timing. It's hilarious. So I like to
serving
remind
the
them of that
country.
occasionally.
Disneyland.
Yeah. So
maybe you could have been somebody better had you gone to Disneyland.
yeah, probably could have. Yeah. Never would have been here.
Yeah.
Had it all been for Disneyland, Disney World.
Disney World.
Anyways, what was I saying? Just the fear of not investing enough.
Mm-hmm.
We should really fear missing out on our kids' lives. Mm-hmm. Fear missing out of not being there for the things that actually matter. Mm-hmm. And Disney World can be that for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Martial arts classes, that was kind of me. That was important to me as a kid and shaped who I am. So But if we hold on loosely and we play 4 different sports every single year, we fear missing out on being really good at one sport, dedicated to one skill.
And the argument that people have with 4 different sports is, well, I just want to see what they're good at.
Yeah.
It's like, Caleb this past year did flag football, and he's like, can I do soccer next year? I'm like, you tried soccer, you don't like it. Why don't you invest in it again? You'll do better. You're the fastest on your team. Just keep doing it.
Yeah.
And he said okay.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely need to try different things out. Like, I'm not saying force your kid to play the sport that you love kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which,
live vicariously through them.
Definitely happens. But I'm saying, once you've seen what's out there, pick one and don't switch back. Like Caleb wants to switch back to soccer, and you remind him that he didn't enjoy it when he was there. So yeah. I like that though. We're not invested enough in all the groups we join.
Yeah.
We're just participants.
Participation, yeah. FOMO, yeah. But yeah, with my new Facebook and Twitter, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I don't get to
really
see it
quiet.
all. Yeah. Oh man, just after Wednesday morning, I was just like, oh goodness. Ugh.
Yeah. I tried to avoid all the people who were gloating and all the people who were crying. So
and all the
try to find the positive in between people. So
yeah.
Anything else?
No. I'm good.
Okay.
I just focus on the friends that are showing up and people that are in your life and be happy. I think also as we try to focus too much on what could make us happy instead of just being happy,
Yeah.
Just controlling.
Isn't that is what FOMO is? It's like, I'm happy, but what if there's something out there that could make me happier?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I will say there is a positive to FOMO, is because I know I can be lazy with taking my wife out on a date and all that. So if I do see on Facebook, hey, this guy took his wife out, they do that, it kind of reminds me like, oh, okay, I need to put some work on it, into it. So I think that's a positive thing, because it does kind of encourage you in a strange way.
It can sometimes if you don't let it run your life.
Yeah.
So, if you were like, and now
I gotta top that guy.
I had one friend who took his wife out on a Tuesday night, and now this friend's taking her out on a Thursday night. I need to try to take my wife out 2 times a week.
2 times a week, yeah,
or something like that. Yeah. So, FOMO can cause you to change and stop something that's bad for you. Like, if a job sucks, or, if something in your life sucks and you need to change it, then change it. But it's after making that decision, not sticking with it, that I think is what we need to stop. So, because everything's going to suck at some point. And if you stop every time something sucks, you never push through the dip.
Right.
So
you never get to the good, I don't know. Well,
the better years of marriage.
Yeah.
Or, the kids that have discipline because you stopped disciplining them when they
got
wanted
hard.
about it.
Yeah, when they started crying and said, "I hate you."
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you stopped investing when the stock market was down.
Yeah.
Or there's lots of things. So
I think
make a decision, stick with it, and analyze it occasionally, but not every single day. So,
I mean, relating it to a garden, when I plant my stuff and my neighbor's his cucumbers are bigger than mine, I'm like, I don't just rip mine out and go, oh, it's not worth it, I'll do it next year.
Yeah.
Because all that hard work and it'd be for nothing. I would have wasted my time.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
We're just in a mode of just instant gratification. I gotta be patient.
Yep.
As cliche as that sounds.
Yeah, I could relate it to gains.
Yeah.
Since you related it to gardening, I'll relate it to my topic. But and I know you've dealt with it, but it's the fear of I'm not on the right program. And so instead of committing to this one program, I switch.
I hop around.
And so I'm bulking today, but I didn't like the way I looked. I don't like the way I look tomorrow, so I'm going to start cutting.
Clean, yeah. Just.
And then I'm like, oh my gosh, my lifts suck so bad. I'm going to eat again, and now I'm back to bulking.
Yeah. It's like
It's like you don't have the best of either world
Yeah.
because you can't make up your mind which one to stick with right now.
I want to cut, but I want to lift weights at the same time.
Yep.
Doesn't work.
So it works as painful.
Yeah. You can't do it all, too. With FOMO, you can't do everything.
Yeah.
You can't half-ass it all. I mean, that's what's going to happen.
Don't half-ass two things.
Whole-ass it.
One thing.
Yeah.
The wise words of...
Andy... No, that was
Ron Swanson.
Ron Swanson.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Now talk about FOMO.
Now talk about,
Let's talk about TV watching.
TV watching.
And how much FOMO drives my TV watching.
I didn't even make that connection.
No?
I don't, I do have FOMO about Game of Thrones sometimes because everybody's talking about it.
That's so good.
Or Walking Dead. Although Walking Dead wasn't as powerful because
not anymore.
People were just like, what the heck just happened?
You somehow managed to push through the 3 or 4 really good seasons in the middle. So
yeah. So TV watching.
So I thought this was an interesting idea. I've wanted to have a discussion about your TV watching budget.
Oh.
And if you've ever thought of it like that.
I never have thought
and I've never thought of it either. But I was on my way down to Greenville a couple weeks ago listening to this book, Essentialism, and trying to figure out where does my day go? How much TV time am I really watching? And how much have I committed myself? So that's what I wanted to do with budgeting is, one of the things you do with budgeting is you figure out what are your monthly costs, like your subscriptions and things that you already have committed to.
Yeah.
And then your discretionary costs, the things that just happen. So, a monthly subscription is like Netflix, but a discretionary one is like Redbox. Yeah. One is automatically going to happen every month, whether I want it to or not. And the other one is I'm just bored and want to go pick up a movie. So I wanted to do that with TV and see how much I've actually committed myself each week to the shows that I'm watching. And then figure out how much... Well, I haven't done this yet, but then realize anything I watch over that is binge watching, discretionary time that I haven't really committed. So that was my thought on it.
Okay.
And I was not happy with the results.
Well, I looked up a statistic, and it said the average American spends 4.3 hours a day watching television, so that's about 30 hours a week.
Okay.
I see your diagram over there.
So that means that 1/3 of my TV watching is what I've committed to, and 2/3 of it is binge
just
watching
in the background, kind of.
No, it's
or just
binge watching through shows, catching
Okay.
up on stuff. So I did that. I wrote out all the shows that I watch every single week, and whether they're an hour show or a half-hour show. I even wrote down what day of the week they're on.
Jeez.
And it came to 10.5 hours of my week I've already committed to watching TV. So
Dang.
I was actually surprised it wasn't higher,
right,
because
right.
I know I watch a lot more than that.
Yeah.
But that means that anything over 10.5 hours is me just picking a series and
Starting and
watching 3 or 4 hours in a night. So
do you count stuff where, like, say you're working on something and you just have something on the background? Do you count that as watching TV?
yeah,
that could be.
I would.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna cut down on my TV watching
Yeah,
time.
this is just talking about the budget.
I just wanted to see how much I've committed to.
Right.
So 10.5 hours. I think only 3 of those are half-hour shows. So I'm committed to 9-hour-long shows each week. So, so that was kind of surprising to me.
Well, I think the reason why obviously binging is a new thing because Netflix and all the streaming services and also DVRs are getting ridiculous. It's like, record 6 shows at one time.
6 shows at one time.
Yeah,
have 12 years of
2 terabytes
shows.
of hard drive space.
12 years of shows stored.
Yeah.
If it doesn't expire, you're never going to watch it.
Watch it, right. Yeah.
It's the only reason we ever watched through our DVRs was because we needed to clear it out.
Clear it out, yeah. Cloud-based storage. That's going to be the next thing.
Like Hulu?
Yeah, that's true. But, like, I guess...
I don't have to DVR anything anymore.
Or for, like, if they did DirecTV cloud storage, that'd be crazy. But, yeah, I would say I probably watch about 5 hours of TV now that I don't go into an office.
Are those weekly shows, or is that binge watching?
It's just binge watching, like...
A week? 5 hours a week?
No, a day.
A day.
Yeah. Did I say a week?
No, but
Okay.
I was trying to figure out, because I said 10 hours a week, and you went in with 5, but
yeah,
a day.
But it's
about right.
Yeah, but it'll be like an episode of Black Mirror, the Goldbergs and stuff like that, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and then I'll have like The Office on in the background.
How many actual shows have you committed to staying up with on a weekly basis? Because I did this at the end of last season, is decided that I was not going to keep up with, and I've already broke it because it's on here. I was not going to keep up with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. during the season.
Okay.
And Legends of Tomorrow. I was going to catch up with those during the summer.
I have 3. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Goldbergs, and something else.
Lethal Weapon.
I haven't watched that.
Yeah, you let that fall behind.
I let that fall behind. There's like 5 episodes I haven't seen.
So what I would do with my budget is
Modern Family.
If I did want to trim down, and those are all 30-minute shows.
Yeah.
Good job.
I know.
You're at 1/10 of my weekly commitment. What I would do if I wanted to trim this down is consolidate all of my TV watching into 2 days.
Hadoken!